Hello there. This is the Holts Gun Gum Repair Bandage for fixing small holes in exhaust pipes, and 6 months ago I fitted 2 of them to this Nissan Primera P12. The product's therefore been thoroughly tested on my car over some time, so I can with confidence let you know whether it actually works, and spoiler alert, yes, it does. Welcome to CarSpyTV. Right, let's briefly summarise what came in the packet and how it was fitted. There was this heat shield, which was a thin piece of flexible metal. There was the bandage itself. And finally, this long piece of thin wire. This was the hole in the exhaust, and to install the product we first took a wire brush and cleaned the area to remove any loose rust. We then placed the heat shield over the hole and temporarily held it in place with a little bit of gaffer tape. Next, we took some water, then sprayed the bandage to make it pliable, then wound it around the exhaust pipe. As per the instructions, we wound the bandage firmly but without stretching it, and left 25mm overlaps to give double coverage over the repair. Next, we wrapped the wire around the bandage to help hold it in position. And finally, we started the engine to send some heat through the exhaust pipe, which helped dry out the bandage. The alternative was to wait for the bandage to dry overnight. And this was the finished result halfway through the drying process. And by the way, we used 2 entire kits on this repair because one alone wasn't long enough. So, what was the kit like to use? Well, it was simple, it was quick, and it came with clear instructions. On the downside, it was a dirty job. Most notably, when the bandage got wet, this orange stuff poured off it. We can see some here on the cardboard, and that orange stuff got everywhere. So best do this job in old clothing, and of course, grab yourself some gloves. Now, also bear in mind that the hole in my exhaust was close to the rear wheel. That meant it was within easy reach and there was a reasonable amount of space to work. In contrast, if your issue is in a more inaccessible spot, you may have to be a contortionist to get there, and even when you arrive, you may have less space to work. So, how has this repair performed over the last 6 months? Well, both bandages have stayed in place. There's been no further leak and the exhaust sounds completely normal. It sounds healthy. Nonetheless, let's have a quick look at the exhaust and see how it's doing. So there's the repair after 6 months, and whereas it's clearly degraded a bit, it looks decent overall. The only emerging issue is that the bandage is starting to crack around there, but as of now that's not causing any problems with the exhaust. Now, as I said earlier, we used 2 bandages to fix this car. They cost £5 each, so for 10 quid we've extended the life of the exhaust by at least 6 months, and I think that's perfectly reasonable. Anyway, that's it, but before you go, don't forget to subscribe to CarSpyTV, that makes it easier to find my other content. Can you also please do me a favour and click like on this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.